Dan Morrison, hello.
Hello, Sam. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. You're glowing.
Oh, as are you. How was your break? What did you get up to?
Break was lovely. It was lots of family events. So I think I've had my quota of family for the time. Love them dearly. But yeah, just lots of
You
traveling.
got some beach time in too, though.
I did.
I saw lots of sexy beach pics, which was good.
But having said that, this lighting's making me look as pale as I was before the holiday period. So I there's a slight tan, but it's not evident today. But yes, some lovely beach time. Lovely time with the dogs. How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to fuck with 2025. I feel like last year had some bad vibes. So I'm like, I get really into the new year of it all. So I'm one of those like, I'm living my like, I'm a new person as of 5 days ago. As far as I'm
great
concerned.
reset.
Yeah. Do you fuck with resolutions?
Well, yeah, but I feel like I also think like January 1st is going to be that day, and then it's still the holiday period, and I go out with friends and stuff, and I just like become a wreck one day and be like, okay, we're going to reset now. Like, you know, back when we're back at work, then
You're
that's
like, I'm not drinking.
yeah. That's part of it. The absolute reduction in drinking after these holidays. It's been intense. I went away for a weekend over New Year's with a bunch of gays, so of course that was.
Well,
almost destroyed me.
Debauch.
Yeah. So, but here we are. New year, new me.
Here we are. Yeah. I mean, I always, every year, I'm like, oh, it's the new year. I'm going to read more books. And here we are once again talking about reality television. So some things never change.
And nor should it.
We've had a lot of stuff happen over the break, though. There's been some fun like Bravo universe drama.
Yeah, I feel like we're always like over the Christmas period, we're like gifted with things from Bravo, even though like the show isn't on. Like when I remember the Christmas Eve when I woke up, or Christmas Day, and Luann had been arrested. That was like years back now, and I was just like, my God. And then this year we got
a true gift.
Karen Huger's DUI. Long cut, lovely little highlights reel.
Now that I've seen all of it, I think it safely is better than the Luann videos, only because it's just it's like takes it to the next level.
There's just so much, and there's location changes. Like that's half the fun of it as well. We get different elements. There's different levels of drunk as well. We get like guest appearances from Ray as well. Like that was. One thing I have to say, Ray did not help her in that situation. Like those two trying to go through her wallet, trying to find a license. I was like, Ray, just step away. Just like let the police.
You're not helping.
No. What did he say? Like, you've had a few beers? And I was just like, I don't think Karen's like down in Coronas like Ashley Darby. Like, I think it's maybe a bit harder.
That's my favorite thing about Potomac is how they're often, most of the cast, they'll just pop over in a Corona. I'm like, I like these women. I would love to have a drink with those women.
Oh, they're the funnest gals. Like, thank God. Like, even though nothing's happening that much this season, besides obviously like Karen's like DUI shadow over this entire thing. But
I'm still loving it.
I'm laughing. Yeah, it's just, and it's a mess.
The Jacqueline set up at the like love boat party or whatever was actually quite funny. I got a kick out of that, even though it was anticlimactic and stupid. I just love watching Karen pressed.
Oh, and the fact that Karen now wants to say like, you know, pollution's a crime as well for like letting the balloons up in the air. Like
the balloons?
Yes, like what a beautiful conclusion to that. The 8 citations of the Love Hearts being released, but then now she wants to accuse her of polluting. Beautiful.
Speaking of things in the air, we've got Miss Bethany investigating the drones, which is entertaining me beyond belief.
And I've only just like found out apparently now she's calling them Dior bags because she's being censored.
Yeah. She thinks it's full tinfoil hat. Like she's, I'm obsessed.
I dip in and out with her because like it's obviously too much because he's posting, I don't know, every 5 seconds by the looks of it. So I like went through some of the Dior bag footage, and now like the fog is now a big thing related to the drones. Like they're in like cahoots, and she keeps saying people like them, like as in whoever them is in control. It's full like Illuminati nonsense, like high power. But now she's saying she's worried if someone mentions China, then we've all got to panic because she's got a friend on the inside who's like telling her things. I'm like, my God, I don't know what she does with her time. My favorite thing from this year, though, was last year, was the chicken salad of it all, and her like trotting through that like Hampton's Place wanting recognition.
Was so good. And did I think we were going to go from chicken salad to like drone conspiracy? No, but I'm glad that we have.
Yeah, she's covering all bases. Like there's no stone left unturned with D.E. Frankel at this point.
Yeah. It is a good distraction as well from just her terrorizing wait staff to like, I don't know, seemingly saving the world. Imagine if it is true and she single-handedly like saves the human population.
Yeah, well, she single-handedly saved Puerto Rico back in the day. So she did her recovery efforts going over there with drunk Dorinda, trying to help everyone. So she looks, when she puts her mind to something, she can actually do good. So watch this space to see if she solves the drone crisis.
Yeah.
I did see one insane video from her New Year's. She was like Dior bag emergency, and it was literally just one drone like flying over the harbour that she like tracked with her phone. And I'm like, but can't you just fly a drone normally anyway? Like, is it illegal? Like, I understand everyone's scared of like the hordes of them in the sky, but like seeing one random one go across a really like highly populated area at New Year's, I'm like, surely that will just happen. I don't know, but
someone
it really panicked
filming the fucking fireworks.
Exactly. That's what I mean. They're like filming a crowd or something, but it was an emergency to her. So, look, I hope she's well.
Salt Lake City this season is just, I don't think we've had a season like this in a long time. Every episode is a 10.
Oh, Brittany Bateman's my new favorite person in the world. Like she, and what a voice. Like her, like social content. She's got a phenomenal voice. I'm so happy for her. Getting a moment finally.
She's great. And she does have slutty hair, and I'm absolutely here for it. The high body count hair of it all.
What's the latest with that? She posted some like cryptic video where someone's like stolen her like partnership that she was going to do with like Keratis Thematique. Like she wrote like someone stolen her like collab. Is she like saying that Angie's done this now or something? Like I don't know what she was hinting at, but I was just like, my God,
fucking love Angie K. I never thought I would, like, because she's been so in the BG, and now I'm just like, where have you been? Like, we all knew you've got like, you know, the hot gay husband, and you may or may not be in the mafia, but then now it's like her throwing that shampoo elevated her to like icon status straight away.
I know, but she did. That was a funny thing about that. She didn't even mean to. She was trying to pass the bag and then just like flew it across the table. I thought that was beautiful work from her. I think it's all been uphill since the scroll in the first episode. Like she just knew what she came in to do, and it's just
literally every episode. And you know, this is a sign of a good season where every episode takes place at like one event or like one thing. There's not like they're not jumping all over the place. It's just like, here you go. Here's this party. It all kicks off.
Yeah, and I want to give like awards to the editors like this season because exactly what you just said, everything takes place at the event, and the way we're getting like context to this, it might do a flashback when they're having a conversation and show some context to what happened before, but we're not dragging on with like random scenes in people's houses. Like you get a little bit of context and you're back to the party where everyone's just like fighting with each other, and it's been beautiful to watch. And I think everything again has been uphill since that dramatic beach scene from the end of season 4, and I feel like, you know, Emmys are coming up. I think there needs to be a category for outstanding editing in reality, and they deserve the awards.
The way that Meredith Marks is defending the hideous crime of slut shaming is just giving me everything I need. Like
crying and throwing up from being sad about slut shaming. Like you can't write it.
You cannot. Like benzoed out of her brain, just being like, no, I was upset about the slut shaming. I was just like, oh, I love this bitch so much.
Do you think every time, because this seems to be a cast trip thing, like she just takes so many drugs to get on a plane, like to help her sleep or whatever, that there's just a tail end that doesn't end for days afterwards. Like she just doesn't recover until like far into the trip. And I think we're still seeing that where she's just like, she's not well.
And it's like benzos and booze with no food will do that to you. Like, yeah. And then, yeah. It's perfection. Angie K leaving the bar mitzvah, being like, I will leave your religious event. Mary Cosby trying to find the door. Like, it's just been,
comedy.
Pure comedy.
And I have to give all the awards to Mary this season because what's changed with her, she's talking about her life. She is fascinating. I'm just like, I'm here for every minute of it. Like, she's giving us all this like information about herself that we haven't heard for like the past like 3 seasons she was on the show. Like, it's crazy that we're getting all this now, but fascinating to watch. And the stuff with her son is just like, it's like haunting to see, but also just like enthralling at the same time. So I'm glad he's getting help. So, but she's been like a great mum this season as well. Yeah.
She is being a good mum. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen anyone open up this much. But I think it's showing that it works in your favor if you do. Like, when you try and hide stuff, that's when all the articles come out and all the, people love uncovering something. But when she's just like, no, this is what's happening, I'm going to show it. And yeah, he's getting help, which is fabulous. We love that for Robert Jr. But yeah, I think she's showing that it does work in your favor on these shows if you just let it out there. Unlike fucking Bronwyn, who is changing the story. What's going on there?
She's going to have no one on her side by the end of the season because she's just repeating everything everyone's saying. Like, and she's turning, as soon as someone gives her a piece of information, she's running to someone else and she's going to have no one. I do have hope for her. Like, when she first came onto the screens this season, I was like, oh, I actually really enjoy her. She seems like a good time and I enjoyed the money of it all. But I do think she needs to actually make some friendships in that cast. Otherwise, there's going to be no future or longevity for her if she can't. Because I think she wants to be Lisa Barlow's friend, but she's hitched herself to the wrong wagon there because I think she needs someone who's going to give her a lot back, and Lisa's not that person. So good luck to her on that venture.
She's in her own lane. Like, I've heard like some podcasts say things like she's giving us like season 4 Bronwyn in her first season, and it's like, yes, like she needs to slow down. She's like racing ahead. I honestly think that what's the husband's name? The creepy as fuck husband.
Oh, I've completely forgotten his name because they've been off air for like 2 weeks, so I've just like blanked.
But on Watch What Happens Live, like her just going back on the story and being like, oh no, he never cheated. And then he's sitting in the front row. I'm like, babe, blink twice if you need us to like send help. Like Bethany will send a drone in there if you need, like,
yeah, like he's 100% cheated on her. And he's like now just sitting there like as a shadow being like, and you're going to correct this now because I'm like in the room. So he scares me.
Scary. He would have seen the show air and he would have been like, oh, I didn't know you were going to say that. How dare you? Take it back.
Is it Todd? Is Todd the name?
Todd. Yes.
Okay, great. There we go.
Ex-CEO of Palm Pilot.
Oh, that Palm Pilot money goes
perfect.
Far, apparently. Yeah.
Didn't he? Yeah, because he tried to kick Lisa off the trip. And then I was like, who do you think you are?
Yeah, like clean
Todd?
the dog shit off your floors first before you start like asking people to leave a trip.
Oh.
Like let's clean the house.
Disgusting.
But look, I am enjoying Bronwyn. So as in part of like
she's
this
fabulous
collective
casting.
cast. Like, yeah, she needs to come back next season. And I hope she watches herself back after this season and realizes where she's stepped wrong, and then comes back as a fully formed person.
Oh, she will. And she might even be using the show as a way to dump Todd. Like, there's no prenup, so would be clever. But then with the Watch What Happens, I was like,
She's keeping it together at least for another season. I think maybe season 3, season 4, Bronwyn will be going through a divorce. So,
did you watch Drag Race last night?
I did. It was actually good. I like
It
when
was
it's got a
great.
good. Yes, it was a good opener. I like when a new season comes back and I feel excited about it. And maybe because there was a slight break as well. Because you know how we've just had those couple years where it was like Drag Race, All Stars, Drag Race, All Stars. And it just like never felt like you got a breath. And I was like kind of happy to like miss it for a second and then come back into it. So Susie Toots, love.
Yeah. Oh my God. Susie Toots, like that beat is nightmare fuel.
Oh yeah, it's scary, but that's what I kind of love about it, like a bit haunting. The Gettysburg Address in tap form, beautiful.
That was cute. Yeah. Yeah, we loved that.
Did you enjoy Katie?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Katie was exactly what you thought she would be. She came on, she like said some things.
Looked pretty.
She left. I don't know. Yeah, she looked great. Yeah. I think they filmed that before the song came out, Women's World.
Yeah.
So like the girlies would have had an exclusive access to the track.
To learn it fresh. Yeah. It was great. No, it seemed like a good group of girls and they all seemed like different enough from each other. Because you know how you kind of like, there was a few seasons there, it was all a bit too like influency girls kind of thing where I feel like everyone's kind of a bit more defined, at least on first appearance, we'll say.
It's a twink heavy season.
Is that what you
like,
picked up on?
Yeah, I was like, they're all young and skinny. I don't know, maybe it's the whiplash of coming fresh off from Down Under, just being like, oh, they're all young, like really young and really skinny.
I enjoyed Down Under this season, I have to say. This was the first one I actually was like genuinely like enjoyed from start to finish, and there weren't too many like flop episodes or anything. And everyone could design, which was insane. Unheard of.
That design challenge was a delight, and it was, obviously Lazy's season, but the whole cast worked so well together. Yeah, it was so much fun to watch.
Well, I hope much of the same for the US season, so...
But today we're here to talk about the Traitors. She's back.
She's back. I'm so excited.
Frothing. Last season was like the first one of the American franchise was a bit of a confused mess. No one really knew what it was. The second one, they were like getting there. And I feel like now we're ready to do it properly.
Yeah, everyone knows what to do. I feel like even the celebrities.
We'll see.
No, because I feel like the celebrities showing up still didn't know what like show they were on for like even in the second season. So at least now I feel like everyone's got a sense of gameplay and maybe how it should be played. So, and well done for Phaedra for setting the stage. Like I feel like she earned them that Emmy last season. So congrats to Phaedra and her groundwork.
Phaedra knew what she was there to do, and she committed to the bit, and she made it fun. Between Phaedra and Parvati, I think Parvati was a breakout star too.
Oh, Parvati's little like the kind of like stairs, like beautiful.
The squint and the little like the headbands.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was giving us headband. But they've done the same thing again, which is awkward, where the UK version of the show is airing at the same time and it's filmed at the same location with similar missions and stuff. How do we feel about that?
I was about to say it's the most jarring thing because I watch these both at the same time. So I watch the UK and then like the US comes out a few weeks later, and then I'm like, I'm watching them do the exact same challenge again, or I'm watching them go like last season when they went and did the dramatic like burial thing where like they were putting them into the coffin. I'm like, my God, we're just like lifting out and then popping in like a US cast in every moment, which is funny because it's funny to see what's more, I guess, effective. Like the UK do so well at casting. Like I'm always so happy with like the variety of people that they have there. But then what I love was like the funeral scene last season, because all the the reality stars and stuff were like really into it. They just that was fascinating to watch, and just how everyone was like playing that up while they were walking and everything, and just the looks and everything. I was like, okay, so this is where I can elevate with the like reality ones, and then the civilian ones a bit lamer to an extent. But yes, I do have a problem with watching both at the same time, and I wish they'd change it up a little bit. But we'll see. I haven't seen the US challenges yet, so maybe they've addressed it. Who can say?
They might have. I guess they just don't care because they're just like, well, it's two different markets. like obviously there's a Venn diagram crossover that we fall into where we're going to watch all of it because we love the show, but like there will be people that will miss the other one. And I guess it is different because watching it with the civilians, it's more of an actual game being played, whereas with the US celebs, a lot of them are there for the screen time. They don't even fully understand the rules, and all the game purists are like, because you've got Survivor fans who are fucking insane people watching this show being like, you know, how dare they disrespect the game, and then you've got the Housewives there just like, you know, looking for an opportunity to flip a table for some like memes. You know, it's a great little convergence.
Yeah, and it's always funny because especially like the Big Brother and the Survivor contestants that come in, they're like full gameplay with their heads fully involved in what's going on. And then the rest of them, you've got all like the actual like Bravo people like running around just like looking for like a little bit of screen time. They have no idea, no concept of actually how to play any of this, which is great.
Well, Brandy was a great example of that on season 1. Like, was it season 1 she was on?
Yeah, she was on season 1 with her and she Kate, just this little duo.
Yeah, oh, that's right, Kate Chastain. And they were just like, but yeah, both just there, kind of squawking and not understanding the rules of the game.
Yeah, and just getting the shits every time they walked out of that room. They're like, oh, they're all fucking idiots, and just like wanted a drink, like, which is great.
But I'm here for it. If they do follow what the UK are doing this season, because we're 3 eps deep with UK and it's off to a great start. Like you said, great diversity in casting. We've got old, young, all kinds of people. And they're throwing some new twists in. I like that they did the opportunity for the traitors to actually sabotage the mission to benefit them by ensuring there was a murder still. That needs to stay, because the biggest issue with the show is the missions, because you're watching it and you're like, why do I care? They either win the money or they don't. It doesn't really...
Yeah, there's not enough stakes in it whatsoever. Like, that's just... And also, especially the US version that has the celebrities in it, like, they're not going to care as much about the money. Like, yeah, some of them absolutely do need it. Like, I'll say Dolores Catania doesn't really have a role anymore, so maybe she might really want this time, we'll see. But, like... I feel like...
Or Robin Dixon.
Yeah, exactly. She needs a paycheck. Yeah, exactly.
Clawing on.
That's why these new twists that are in the UK one will probably benefit the US show, because it'll maybe like reveal people more, or like see people's intentions when they're like playing the missions and stuff. So yeah, it has been good. Yeah, the note was that the no murder, and then the other one was some people were safe from the murder and others weren't if they like reached a certain point. So they're kind of, or they chose the money over that, which was good. Like the boat mission was great. Yeah.
And it gives the faithful an actual opportunity for real evidence, because they can look around and see someone's face. If they're annoyed that the murder isn't going ahead or whatever, you can like actually then go, hang on, why were you sus? I like that it gives some cracks for the traitors, because the last few seasons globally, the traitors have dominated pretty well. So I do like getting... I don't know, giving the faithful a little bit of a little head start.
Yeah, and keeping the traitors on their toes a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Because they get too comfy. Exactly. Like, as well, like, that's the thing I always feel, like, even though I loved the US season last year, I did feel towards the end watching, like, Phaedra kind of, like, keep lying to the point. Like she was going to get caught, but it wasn't enjoyable towards the end, because you were just kind of like, oh, they're all kind of getting it now, but it was kind of like a bit painful to watch. And it's just like, yeah, it's always the last little chunk of these traitor seasons. If it's not balanced, like the right people are going home and it's changing up, it kind of just gets a bit hard to watch. So I'm hoping these new elements...
Oh, be a producer nightmare. The producers would be like, fuck, like every day they'd be like, what's happening now?
That poor Australian one, like the second season where the 3 traitors got to the end because the cast was so dumb. Like the rest of the faithfuls were so stupid that they just let them get through the whole way. And that like Sam guy was like clearly like a traitor to, I don't know, anyone. And even if you, like, not even just a viewer at home, like watching, like you being there, you would have had to have seen that. And it just all happened too late. Like everyone, I remember Hannah from Below Deck kind of caught on, like she was friends with him, then caught on way too late when she was getting kicked out, and just like, oh my god,
she
it was
caught on when
hard
it was beyond too late. She caught on when there was like not even enough people to vote with her, and she was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Shall we go through the cast?
Let's go through the cast.
Yeah.
Star-studded cast, don't you think?
Oh, I'm so excited. And I like that they're just leaning into, like, let's just throw, like, at least 4 different housewives in every season. So that's the formula I want to see repeated again and again.
They've stuck with it pretty close, haven't they? Like, this, like, one drag queen and, like, a smattering of other people. The level of fame is higher, I would say, after the Emmy.
Yeah, we've got a few more recognisable names. Yeah.
Yes. And some controversial figures too, which we love. Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, let's start. Well, my crown jewel, Dorinda Medley, our alcoholic princess. I am scared to see her enter this house. Like, I think she's going to be amazing television, but if it's anything like Ultimate Girls Trip season 2, where she's going to go crazy inside of a house, this could be Berkshire's again for her, and it might be hell for the people with her.
Well, she knows her way around a manor, and she also knows her way around a glass of wine. So I hope there is beverages available for Dorinda.
I think they have to make her a traitor, don't they? Like, I feel like that's in her destiny. I think she'll be, like, possibly terrible at it, but I would love to see her just standing around that fire pit having a conversation about people. Like, that would be premium television for me.
Until she gets drunk and then just, like, tells everyone she's a traitor in, like, a tirade.
Actually, do you know? Yeah, she's a risk, because I feel like a couple of wines she'll probably just, like, tell someone and just maybe, like, keep it a secret. And it was like, okay. It's
going to be great to have her back on our screens though, because Real Housewives of New York is just a slow motion car crash at this point. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to finish this season.
Oh, the current Roni is not, like, I almost considered, I've got a problem because I would just, like, watch anything to the absolute death. But after that whole prank episode thing, I actually sat with myself for a second and went, do I need
what
to
am
keep
I doing with my life?
Yeah, I was just like, and I just, like, and I gave it a bit, and there was a few painful episodes afterwards, and it kind of, it's eased in it, but, like, it's nothing like the show used to be. And this is not me saying, oh, bring back the old girls or, like, mix them together, whatever. No. If it's this shit, just stop. Like, put your little pause thing on. Just stop. Yeah, it's not something I know it's like a legacy show that everyone wants to see, and it's a city that everyone loves. But it's all right to say, look, we got it wrong. We're just gonna leave it for a bit more, like, revisit it or come back to it at some point. So,
you know, you've got a problem when you've got me, like, rooting for a Scientologist. Like, she's literally the only person on the show that I'm like, is making any sense. And
because she was actually the only one that's, like, like, I don't know why they all seem so scared of Brynn. Like, it just seems like this weird.
She's annoying.
Yeah, this is, like, weird power dynamic there where she kind of she just turns things so, like, dark quickly if someone, like, comes at her about something anyway. Like, I found the whole Rebecca and her talking about kid stuff just went a bit left too quickly, where it's not what Rebecca was just saying what any annoying parent would go, being like, oh, like, you wouldn't know until you have kids, like, as in, like, that's just a space you wouldn't know. Had nothing to do with Brynn's personal situation.
Say. Yeah,
yes, exactly. That's what I mean. It's just, like, a general thing that I've heard so many times over the years, but somehow, like, Brynn's that person that, like, twists and be like, oh, that's a absolute personal attack. And it's like, no, it's not. She's having a conversation with you, but none of you actually know how to have a conversation on that show and just keep things light and breezy and keep it moving. Like, everything has to be, like, something like an attack or dramatic because you're, like, worried the scene isn't going the way you want it to go. But
the way she is on her phone when people are talking to her on camera, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, do you want the audience to connect with you in any way? Like, you're literally on your phone, like, scrolling while you're filming a show where you're supposed to be engaging with these other women. I'm just like, get rid of her.
Yeah, she was doing that with Erin when they were trying to have a conversation, weren't they? And I was just like, this is just rude. And if it was, like, a friend or something, like, you'd almost just, like, hit the phone out of the hand and be like, excuse me, like,
excuse me.
Are we having a conversation? Like,
it triggers me watching it. I'm like, ugh. Anyway. Well, Dorinda is going to be a fabulous addition to this cast. I really hope she doesn't get banished or murdered too soon, because that will be a tragedy. But that's the risk with this show. Like, 2 people go an episode, right? Pretty much. And it's fast paced.
I need a half a season with Dorinda. Give me like 6 episodes and then she can go whatever way, but I need to have her there for a little bit. I think she's going to be hilarious at a round table. Like, I think that'll be a great moment for her. Maybe just give her a couple little drinks before she goes into the round table. So get an animated Dorinda in there. I will say, I'll just up front, I will say there's a few people I have no concept of, because I'm not a Bachelor. I'm not a Bachelor Nation person. So when they say like Bachelor, I'm like, 100%. No idea, dog.
I think it's like 70-30 for me. Like, there's 30% of these people I have no idea who they are. Mm-hmm. Would you say it's roughly the same for you?
Yeah, there's like a handful, because I'm not like fully across like later seasons of, say, Big Brother and Survivor as well. So there's a few, but there's a few like personalities I know from Twitter, essentially.
From around. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I know a few, but not all. So I'll say this. Wells Adams from The Bachelorette season 12. No clue. Looks hot.
No idea.
No.
He looks kind of hot. I watched like one clip and I was like, oh no. He seems very irritating.
Great. We love that. All I need is like a Phaedra against the Bachelor moment last season, and just they can be torn down by a housewife, and that'll tick a box for me.
It's not looking good for the Bachelor people, because it's such a different...
It's not their world.
Being like, you were on TV, like allegedly looking for love. Yeah, it's not. Like, yeah, they can stay in the dating show world, in my opinion.
We've got Brittany's ex, Sam
Ashgari, incredibly sexy man. I know absolutely nothing about him. He's like done some acting, done a lot of modeling, and he's only famous from being with Brittany, right?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen him in like Black Monday, that like Showtime show comedy, for like a few seconds, and he was like hot in that, and he was okay at acting, but he was meant to be like a dumb model, I think, in it anyway. So that was the extent of what he did. So I'm interested to see him open his mouth, and if he has like a gag order, if he's even allowed to speak about Brittany, which I'm sure he can't. But let's see what
they'll try. Yeah.
You'd imagine they probably wouldn't get him on the show if he can't mention Brittany's name.
Yeah, they might just be like, that person that you were with, you know, when they do that kind of shit.
Yeah, that like, pop star.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like he, could just fade into the BG straight away, or he could do the kind of hot guy thing of sucking up a lot of air to various degrees of success. Like, I have no idea how he's going to go.
I love the use of hot people in the Traitors is when they're going to get murdered, they just use them for like shirtless scenes of them like in their like hotel room, like either like showering or doing like a push-up or something. Like, it's just it's such a
Freddie
weird
with the push-ups.
Yes, yeah, in the UK one. They're just like, he's doing like, he was doing sit-ups in one, and then another he was just in a shower naked. I'm just like, what? It like was producers speaking to them being like, can you just like take your clothes off and we're just going to like film you like in the shower? And he's like, sure. He's like, I'm 20. I'm just going to like do this. I'm like, okay. So I think Sam's going to get the same treatment on Traitors US.
I fucking hope so. It's just... Imagine if it was just them, what they're actually doing in the hotel rooms. It's just like furiously wanking.
Oh my God, yeah. They should have like one of those like actual like cameras up in the corner, like Big Brother style, and we actually just see them like sitting there like contemplating life. It's like Bob the drag queen sitting down and like taking off the wig finally. Yeah. We'd love to see it.
Oh my God. Chanel Ayan is next, and I am obsessed with this woman. Like, speaking of shows that need to not be cancelled, is Real Housewives of Dubai. I'm devastated this show is canned, but New York continues to ruin my life. I thought season 2 was fantastic of this show.
Season 2's great. I could watch Carolyn Stanbury just like go shopping or just like sit at home reading a book and like yelling at her little boyfriend there. Like, that's...
toy boy.
That's beautiful
Heaven.
to watch for me. And also I really enjoyed Talene as like an addition this season. Like I thought she was like good TV, and Chanel's always fun. Like I thought it was a good show, and it was
Talene
finding
was
its pace.
fantastic.
Yeah, it just was like dumb glamour fun. Like I was like, okay.
And Chanel Ayan is I don't know, she's got this like almost Gina Liano type presence on the show where it's kind of just, she's in her own lane. She's not flapped. I mean, she got a bit flapped by the end of season 2 by something stupid, but when she's good, she's good. And she's just like, darling, I don't care, darling. And she just wants to wear fabulous gowns and swan about. And who doesn't love that in a housewife?
Well, I think she will be doing exactly the same on Traitors, because she doesn't strike me as a gameplay person. So I think she will just be swanning around the house in like a Luke, and then just like that's going to be the extent of her presence, which I'm fine with. And I can't wait to see her like gel with the other housewives from other cities, because I'd like to see that like dynamic between them. That'd be cool.
That and Bob the drag queen. I think they're either gonna love or hate each other. There might be like, because Chanel is a drag queen effectively, so I feel like they might kiki, or
they can swap some frocks while they're there. That'll be fun. I'm also dying because Sam has shared a document that has the names of the people and their ages next to it, but Chanel Ayan's age was up for question in the last season. But you've gone
I
with
thought
45.
she was found out she was 50. Wikipedia has gone with
Unclear.
45.
Yeah, so if anyone needs to update Chanel Ayan's Wikipedia, it's currently at 45, so up for debate.
That storyline was wild. Like, I don't know how old I am.
But I enjoyed the Kate, and I liked Stanbury getting her like joy from like her being older than her. Like that was a fun little moment.
So good.
Bob the drag queen, we mentioned before, but is appearing. The token drag queen now that they're doing on Traitors.
Yeah. Token drag queen. I gotta say, like, I'm not the hugest fan of Bob. I know a lot of people are. She's very popular, and I loved her on the show. I think post-show, she's one of the Rue girls where it's all gone a little bit to her head, and I think she's got this sense of over self-importance. Have you seen, like, with her pod with Monet? I don't know, the way she talks about stuff, I'm like, calm down. Like, she's not my kind of drag queen. I'll just put that there.
Oh, how thought you of you? That I find Bob just a bit like, great on the show. Really love Bob's season, but I haven't really engaged, I would say, much afterwards. Also, as well, I get the idea that maybe he thinks he's above like not the show, because like he didn't come back for the all winners season and stuff. So I imagine he was kind of like, oh no, like I'm transcended that kind of thing. So
he's done with it. We'll never go on it again. I feel like it's some tricksy shit of like, oh no, I'm doing my own stuff now, which is like fine and whatever, but I don't know. I'm also dark on her for promising to watch Drag Race Down Under season 4 after the cast begged her, and then she didn't.
How dare.
Rude.
No, but but I have a feeling like Bob will be good in a Traitors setting, like especially if like he became the traitor. Like I think that'd be a good role, I think, for him in the show. So let's see.
I feel like they're going to do that mainly because Peppermint had such a non-eventful showing last season. I don't know. There was like a bit of tension with that like racist bitch from Big Brother or whatever, but like besides that, it was
such a strange elimination last season. It just felt a bit gross as well when they're all going.
It didn't feel right. Yeah.
No, I didn't like that.
Yeah. I think Bob is definitely gonna take some oxygen from the rest of the cast, no matter what.
Oh, absolutely. But that's kind of, you expect that amongst this kind. And especially, I think as well, he might have something to prove because he's, again, the only drag queen there, might do a little bit too much. But we'll see. I can't see Bob fading into the background. Next, we've got some more unemployed housewives. So Dolores Catania of New Jersey. New Jersey fame. I love Dolores, but like
me too.
She seems lovely, so I'm interested to see how she plays in a trader setting. If she's going to go a bit like Jersey mob kind of mentality, that might be nice to see. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see the
Yeah.
Dolores that was sitting across from Margaret Joseph saying cunt every two seconds.
Yes. That was heaven. I feel like it's good that we've got unemployed housewives, as you say, because they do have more at stake. Like they're really going to need this moment. So I hope they all try and out drama each other. It's going to be great.
And I hope also, I think Dolores and Dorinda are friends outside of the show. No, like they're actually quite close. So that'd be nice to see them. That'd be nice to see them kind of buddy.
Yeah, like last season, I think there'll be a Bravo alliance for sure. Because a lot of these housewives do normally have girlies in their season that they need for, I don't know, support. So it will be interesting to see how they go.
And then who we got next? Jeremy Collins from Survivor. Are you familiar?
Yes.
Okay.
I am. But I gotta say, so he's a Survivor winner.
Mm-hmm.
He's played 3 times, including the winners at War Season.
Okay.
And he's a bit of a fan fave. I don't get that much from Jeremy, to be honest. Like he's not at the forefront of my Survivor archive. I did, like, when I was going through this list, I was like, hang on, who's that? And then got up the pick and I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
I did see from that really short 7-minute opener when the Survivor people all saw each other that Tony guy and Carolyn knew Tony and Jeremy immediately, and she was just like, these are gods in the game kind of
Legends.
thing. So yeah, so they do have that I guess respect around them a little bit. So
well, in the Survivor world, if you've won, you're that's a whole thing. So I think having previous winners on there will be a big point of contention for the story this season, because it might be seen as a threat thing, or it might be I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of like Dan last season from Big Brother, because had Dan won Big Brother?
I think
I can't remember. I thought
he certainly acted like he did.
Yeah, because they were just he was just such a threat because of how well he did at Big Brother, apparently. So I feel like everyone's kind of got that.
I can't fuck with Big Brother US. It's so boring. It's just what?
Is it like the 7 version? You know how it was games and stuff like that? Is it that? Is it okay? That format? I don't.
I've only tried once, and I was like, no, this format sucks. Yeah. Robin Dixon.
Oh God, unemployed again.
I squealed when I saw this name on this list. Firstly, I was like, "What?" Okay, it's going to be interesting to see her, without Giselle on a show.
Yeah, and what personality that is. To be honest, I died at every tweet I saw, being like, Robin's going to be terrible at this game. She's been living with a traitor for the past 15 years and was unable to see it. So she's going to be useless at the game, which I'm beautiful.
I would suck his dick. I think that she's gonna suck at this game so much. But it's gonna be heaven to watch. If the traitors are smart, if she's not one, keeping her in the game would be great, because I think she's gonna lead them all in the wrong direction.
She strikes me as someone they're just going to find either she doesn't show up to the round table because she's still sleeping at the hotel, or she was napping somewhere in the castle. She just gives me that lethargic energy every time she's around, and I can't imagine she's going to wake up for this game. But look, prove me wrong, Robin.
The way I do not miss her presence at all on Potomac, it's oh, that's right, Robin's not there anymore. She just it made no difference.
Yeah, Ashley's stepped into that role that Robin had with Giselle. They've become buddy. So, but at least the thing is, I know there's a bit of disgust from Giselle sometimes with Ashley when she's playing her music to her, and she's just absolutely not vibing or supporting it, which is beautiful to witness.
Ashley's music is so fucking haunted.
It's great though. She puts her entire energy into it, and good for her. Yeah. Good luck to her.
Into that and fucking 20-year-olds. I love Ashley. That is what I would do. If I was a housewife, I'd get a tit job and I'd fuck younger guys. Good on her.
Yeah. Talking about, I was going to say younger guys, but he's 32 on this. Zac Efron's brother, Dylan. I feel so sorry for him that his like reference point for his entire life is essentially Zac Efron's brother.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. It's giving... What's Britney's younger sister called? Jamie
Jamie.
Lynn.
Yeah.
It's given Jamie Spears with that. Like, or like Haley
But look,
Duff.
oh, that's a name
Remember
I haven't
Haley
heard
Duff?
in the
It's
longest.
a
Yeah, I
deep
was about to
cut.
say I haven't heard that name in years.
We used to make up that there was a third Duff sister called Helen Duff, and you just no one had seen her. It was like Haley, Hillary, and Helen.
Helen, yeah, that's great. Sounds like the Charmed ones.
Left. Yeah, she's in the basement. Yes, he's the other Efron, but he's also hot. I almost think with how much fucked work Zach has done to his face, I think Dylan is now the hot one. Just put
Yeah, I feel like Zach's work seems to have like settled a little bit. Like he's looking a bit better post like I think Iron Claw and that Nicole Kidman Netflix movie was like peak bad, as in like it was a bit too puffy, rigid. But I feel like we've settled like a little bit.
It's
the
settled,
thing that the thing I just can't with that whole thing when he started getting like, I know there's a whole you shouldn't be asking people about what work they've had done, all of that, but when he was getting questioned and he was saying it was because of an injury that he had where he needed to keep massaging his face,
some
otherwise
bees attacked his face.
Yeah, but he said like it was like some injury he sustained when he was filming, I think whatever that stand thing was or whatever it was in Australia, like he was doing like filming something and he injured himself, and if he wasn't doing these muscle exercises like massages, his face was going to go a certain way, and he was trying to blame it on that. I'm like, oh, come on. Like everyone has eyes. Like it's not like a missed couple massages and my face is just like blown out a little bit. Like, okay, doll, like it's fine. And
like
look,
fire
a lot of it's
the PR
dissolved.
team.
Yeah, whoever's writing those responses for him needs to go.
They've got here he's notable for Down to Earth with Zac Efron, which was that terrible Netflix show where Zach and Dylan broed out over like cool stuff, and like they'd go to like a wind farm and they'd be like, whoa man, like how does that work? And it was the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I didn't actually set my eyes down on that, so sorry to say. Not shocking to hear.
It was like 2020. It was bad. Okay. Yeah,
I'll give it a miss then. Nikki Garcia, retired WWE wrestler. I used to be a WWE fan back in the day, but what I'm saying back in the day...
Really? I'm shocked by that.
Yeah, late 90s, early noughties. But that was this is when it was still WWF before, the World Wildlife Foundation came for the name. So I don't think I'm familiar with dear Miss Nikki Garcia. Happened? So yes, yeah, that's the rebrand. Oh. Yes. So yeah. Are you familiar with Miss Nikki?
I'm not familiar, but she looks like a tough bitch.
Great.
She looks like she can throw down, and I welcome more hotties to the cast.
She'll just like throw Dorinda across the table.
Yeah. Do you reckon in her like overnight footage it'll be her like with a punching bag? Like she'll be boxing in slow-mo. 100%.
100%. Yeah. They won't be able to help themselves with that.
Her training.
Bob Harper of Biggest Loser fame.
Yes!
I haven't seen this man in years.
In like decades. But when I saw his face, it's like it all came back to me. I was like, oh my God, this faggot on Australian television. Like, honestly, I like squealed. It's so funny.
Yeah, because when him and Gillian came over to like hand over the reins to what was it, Michelle, and who was that other guy, Shannon? Was it Shannon Ponton or something?
Michelle was fucked. She was a scary woman.
Oh, but do you know what? I loved Biggest Loser back in the day. Like I know it's like a horrible like idea of a show now. Like it can't work, but I was just like absolutely obsessed with it.
So good. It'll be interesting. Yeah, so much has changed since then. In our world. So I'm excited to see how Bob goes on this show. Happy to have him back. Yeah. Up next is Brittany Haynes.
No idea.
Big Brother.
Big Brother girl. All I know is from the opening, and we can kind of knock these two out at the same time. So Brittany and Danielle Reyes, who's also from Big Brother, they've been on the same season, and our girl Brittany betrayed Danielle, and it's still very fresh because when they see each other, there's like tears from Danielle immediately seeing her. So it'll be
It's a Coco Montrese, Alyssa Edwards moment, is it?
Yes, exactly. So, which will be interesting.
Well, Brittany looks like a Trump supporter. She's giving that Republican hair and teeth.
She's giving Fox News commentator, like
yes,
really good energy.
Yeah, look, I just already know the Big Brother people are going to piss me off, but good casting if there's existing beef with Danielle. Rob Mariano is next, or Boston Rob, as he's known. This is a bit of a get, I think. He's a big reality star. He was one of the first proper reality stars, I would even go as far to say. Rob and Amber. Thoughts?
I used to love Boston Rob back. I've just, because I was doing my Survivor rewatch, so I just watched his first season recently. So I was just like, it was nice to see him come up through. Which I was also, because I couldn't remember how far he made it, and not as far as I thought the first season. He was kind of maybe 3/4 or maybe even close to half. But I was just like, oh, but he was just such a great personality, and I would say one of the first people to invent just gameplay, just lying to people, and just it was great. It was great to watch. So I'm happy to see him in a Traitors setting, because I feel like it suits him to a T. So do you know the twist for Rob, as in how he's going to enter? So
tell me.
So the preview that they first put out is all the contestants arrive, and then he's not part of it, and then all these people, these traitors standing behind Alan, leave, and there's one still standing there in the mask, and they bring him forward, and they're like, if one of you comes up and shakes my hand and chooses to eliminate someone, this person will enter the game, and then reveal who you are, and it's Rob. So I believe Rob will become part of it, and yes, and so the immediate suspect of who's going to betray someone is the Big Brother girl, so that Danielle and Brittany, because Danielle wants to get one back over on Brittany, so they have a feeling she might go up and shake to get Rob on the cast. So we'll see, but we don't know what happens yet. But I can't not see Rob.
And that's all in the first 7 minutes.
Yes. So we don't know yet. We don't know if who goes up, but we'll see.
So it's kind of like when Sharon Osbourne went on Big Brother UK, and they gave her a separate room. That was in the contract.
So strange. Oh,
so strange.
She should have just been an actual cast member, and if she was going to get eliminated. Who cares? Yeah,
so they're already giving Rob special god status, which I don't know. I think Rob doesn't fly in today's cultural standards. I think he became beloved in an era when that type of man was a thing, but now I'm I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he exists in 2025.
Sierra Miller is next. I know you're a Summer House girly, so are you excited about Sierra?
I'm excited to see Sierra, but also she's just one of those people. She's kind of got beautiful girl, but she's also got Robin Dixon energy, where she is just I'm gonna sleep in bed for this. So many her and Paige just find themselves in bed on their phone. So
they're not central to the drama of that show. No, they're just there being hot.
And they're quite funny and stuff. That's great to cut away to, but her also on her own without Paige and in this kind of setting, I'll be interested to see. Either way, she'll look stunning. So hopefully she's going to have a fun time there. And do you know what? I'd love to see her interact with someone like a Dorinda. That's going to give me a bit of joy seeing whatever that is. So, or maybe
will she be embraced by the Housewives?
Maybe, or they might be threatened. I feel like any of those younger shows interacting with the Housewives is kind of fangs will come out, get away. You don't because it's the younger Bravo shows coming up that they might eventually, transcend into Housewives status. Everyone's always said Lindsay should become New York housewife at some point or something. Maybe there's a underlying.
I'm okay with that not happening.
Well, yeah, we can see that young ones don't essentially work on New York anyway. So we've tried and failed at that.
Next
Lord,
is weird, right?
yeah, aristocrat. I don't know who this is.
They did this last season too. I honestly think it's like in the contract. Like if you want to film in our Scottish castle, you need at least one lord present.
Lord Ivar Mountbatten? There we go.
No
idea.
No one's gonna know who he is. He's like an easy murder, I think.
It's like they just need an English accent in the room or something to give like legitimacy, like outside of Alan to the show. It's like, yes, you're in the
is
UK.
Alan not enough camping it up? Fuck. Yeah.
Chriselle from Selling Sunset.
Huge star.
Yeah, huge star of Neighbours as well. So this is like, a huge get for Traitors US. So
yeah. I love that she's on this cast. How good.
I'm excited to see her in this setting because she seems lovely, and I don't not like her on Selling Sunset, but she doesn't strike me as this kind of gameplay person. So I'm interested to see what she does.
So I'm a G fan. I love a bit of G flip, but I don't watch pretty much any of the real estate shows. But her presence on Selling Sunset has transcended. She even had a cameo in Hot Frosty, the Netflix Christmas movie. Did you watch that?
I did not watch, but I'm very aware of. Yeah, amazing.
Like she's everywhere.
I'd recommend one if you're not doing the real estate ones. The only one I would recommend, Sam, is Selling the OC. It is the superior one. It's men and women. They're a bit younger than the ones in LA, and it's messy. And there's like gay panic. There is like cheating. It's actually quite good because they're kind of like sleeping with each other. It's kind of like a Vanderpump Rules real estate kind of thing. So it's a bit, I would give that a go if you're going to give any of them.
Well, I was going to watch. There's this terrible show called Listing Melbourne that has a ex-Survivor contestant on it, and it looks so bad that it's good, and I want to talk about it on this pod with someone.
Yeah, I heard about this happening, and then somehow Nine premiered it, and they just happened and disappeared so quickly. And I'm just like, what?
That didn't happen.
Yeah, and I found the promo for it. I'm like, this looks awful, but how do I not know about it? I was like, I must watch this.
That guy was awful. He was the most horrible guy on Survivor. So I was like, I can't believe they gave him a show, but I'm glad they did. I'm definitely going to watch it at some point.
Yeah, it feels like a good summer watch. So maybe just binge it back to back and just let your brain absolutely rot while consuming.
Well, speaking of Australian Survivor, Tony Varkos is next, who we will be seeing later on Australian Survivor, Australia versus the World.
Is he on the Versus the World? Oh, okay, great.
He is.
Okay, so I will be,
Yeah, so you get into Tony. He's one of only two double winners of Survivor, so it's him and Sandra. They're beyond God status. So another good get. He seems, booked and blessed if he's doing Aussie Survivor and this.
Oh, that's exciting. No, because I feel like I only know a few of the key players on Survivor versus the World. So I not like that I'm getting my Tony introduction on this. That's great.
Yeah.
And the other Survivor one that's on is Carolyn, who have not watched her season, but I heard a lot about on Twitter. The gays frothed for a bit of Carolyn in her last season.
I frothed for Carolyn. She's the only breakout star of the new era of Survivor, in my opinion. The new era has been a fucking snooze fest. To the point where even the most hardcore fans are turning to Australian Survivor, which I low-key love. But
deserved.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah. She was a real chaotic queen, but you just loved her from the start. I don't know. I think everyone's going to fall in love with her on this show.
Great. Yeah, no, she seems fun. And from the first 7 minutes I saw as well, she seems quite lovely gal. And she was cozying up to Tony and Jeremy a bit. So she's one to watch. And then again, no idea. This is Bachelorette world. So Gabby Windy.
Gabby Windy. She looks really fucking annoying.
Great. someone. Oh, do you know what? Maybe do you know what we can use her as like a placeholder for like Tinsley in the Traitors world, so Dorinda can just like hone in on her. Like, I don't like young people, and I'm just gonna like absolutely attack you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then finally, a true villain, a traitor in his own right, Tom Sandoval.
Incredible.
What? Like, amazing that he's doing this show. After all that's happened, he's on a show with the word in the title, Traitors. Like, his team are either smart or stupid.
Exactly. And he says in the trailer, he's like, finally, people are taking me seriously. And I'm like, sorry?
No.
Are they? Where?
They're not.
No, they're not.
I'm pretty sure that that Gabby girl, as soon as he like comes on, she's like, I'm not speaking to him. Like, as soon as she sees him like come out of the car, she's like having no time for him whatsoever.
The girls and gays will absolutely he will be murdered within seconds.
I hope to God they make him a traitor. I just feel like that, like, because it's not going to help him in any way, and
he'll be like, he'll be like, dude, I'm not. Not a traitor. Yeah, it'll be. It'll be too good.
He won't be able to speak. Oh, do you know what would be phenomenal? Like, I know this can never happen now because this is happening, but if you had Tom Sandoval and Jax in the same Traitors season, and you made like Tom or Jax trade, that would have been phenomenal to watch. Like, some of my favorite like 5 minutes from last year was Jax coming into Vanderpump Rules to, backdoor pilot to the Valley and just coming in to destroy Sandoval, then leaving. Like, he's a horrible person, but just seeing those two fight, it just brings me joy.
So what's happening with Vanderpump? So it's like this, as we know it, it's done, but they're going to keep it up with a new cast. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's essentially like Lisa will stay on, and then it'll just be a whole new group of people working at... Yeah.
Lisa hasn't been in that show for years.
No, and neither has Ken's been like Weekend at Bernie's in the background of that thing for like seasons died, now.
Like 10 years ago.
I know. So anyway, yeah, I think people will watch it, but unless they get the casting right, it's going to be an absolute mess. And the beauty of Vanderpump Rules was that they were all this like incestuous group of friends to begin with. And I feel like it's just going to end up like that horrific Vanderpump Villa, which was just like...
That was
tough stuff. Yeah. So, but look, will I be watching next season because Darcy's on it? Of course. Yeah.
Of course. And the Valley, like, absolutely was fantastic. I was all ready to hate it, and then it was like so good.
Oh, I can't wait to see Kristen Doherty just have her like beautiful come up, her engagement. She's now a pregnant woman. She's just so happy for her. It will probably come crumbling down for her at some point, but I'm so happy for her right now in this moment.
So I think you said you wanted Tom Sandoval to be a traitor and Dorinda. Who's your third pick?
Third, I feel like you might need to go with someone, I don't know. They'll probably go with someone you wouldn't think of, like a I don't know, like a Dylan Efron, just to like give him a moment or something in there. Someone you wouldn't exactly
someone less
think
famous
of immediately. Yeah. Someone just to give some time to, but like knowing them, they'll probably have to give it to like a Big Brother Survivor person, because I feel like the Survivor ones are actually really great in like around the cauldron when they're talking and the gameplay and everything. Like Siri was really great in those moments, and same with like Parvati and stuff. So if they're going to stick to that formula, it'll be like a Carolyn or like a Tony or something like that.
Carolyn would be a great traitor. I think I would love to see that, and then we would get more airtime with her, so I think that would be a smart decision. I would love Robin Dixon. I think so. I'm going to go Carolyn. And then Robin Dixon, because I just think it would be hilarious to watch her fuck it up, and the traitors would just, cannibalize her immediately.
Yeah, I would love for them to do that just to make her get up and do some work. You know what I mean? Like, just like, oh God, like those late nights for her, like after everyone's left and she's got to like get up there. She's just going to be so tired.
Yeah. And then I reckon make Boston Rob a traitor, because it's like he's there to be fucking Boston Rob. I don't know. I think he would do really well at it, because it's too obvious a choice. But then, I don't know. They would be my picks.
How exciting. And when do we get this? Jan 10th in Australia.
Yeah. So this time next week, I think the first 3 eps are out. And then I think from then on, it's just 1 a week. Yeah.
Great. I can't wait.
Excited to talk
I hope
about
it's
it with
another
you.
iconic season like last. That was a joy. So
they're gearing us up for it. So hopefully they don't fuck us over.
We've got a beautiful cast, so I feel like we're going to be right. I just keep my girl Dorinda in there just for 6 episodes, and then she can be gone. But just keep her in there for a bit.
Well, I'll see you next week to talk about the first few episodes.
I can't wait. All right.
See you later, babe.